The Incarcerated Mothers Law Project started in the 90s by attorneys and advocates who understood and recognized that incarcerated mothers in the state of New York had no access to family law assistance. At the beginning of the pandemic, nobody had any access to any of the incarcerated mothers in these facilities.
The needs of the women didn't change. They're still in prison, they're still wanting to see their children, they're still needing to know their rights, they're still needing to get access to their court documents. Luckily now, we're allowed back in the prison.
There is an underserving of mothers in the prison system. Oftentimes, custody arrangements are filed without their knowledge, or whilst they're in custody, they're denied visitation rights of their children, or they're not allowed to contact their children.
I have an 11-year-old daughter. Her name is Isabella. She is truly my best friend, and I absolutely love her. I was incarcerated at Takana Correctional Facility. I am a woman in long-term recovery, and I was incarcerated due to crimes that I had committed because of that.
People have an idea in their head of who's in prison, and it takes going in there, walking yourself through that prison to change that perception. No matter what somebody did, they have rights, and they deserve to know what those rights are and to get assistance.
As an outcome for my clients, I'm hoping that they are able to have a voice in what is a very convoluted system for mothers and women. I want my clients to feel heard. I want them to be able to access the rights that are supposed to be there for them.
My daughter went to kindergarten one day and she did not see me again for 2 years. Not being able to see your child and let them see that you were okay and letting them know that this is just a bad time and it will pass, it's absolutely horrific.
I represented her with an associate at the firm in a visitation case. All we were asking for was for her parents to bring her daughter to see her twice.
The way the custody papers and everything were written up, I was legally allowed to see her at all times. I was supposed to be having phone calls 3 times a week. I was lucky if I got one like twice a month. My lawyer, who I love dearly, accompanied me to court. I was downstairs in the holding facility. Dara came downstairs and she was like, "You won." The judge called us into chambers and you won. And you know, he's pretty disgusted that you haven't seen your child.
After Jen got released, she took some time to get stability. Once she had reached the point where she felt, okay, I now have a job, I have a home, I've maintained my sobriety for years, we decided to file for custody. Days before trial was set to start, they let us know that they were settling and Jen got sole custody of her daughter.
I could not believe it the day I went to go pick her up. And it is through a ton of hard work and advocacy and just people believing in us and us trusting the process. Access to free legal services 100% means hope. It means potential possibility to be a mom again. And here we are, 2 years later, she's home.